Hello dear viewers, you're on the Kruchkov channel. Today we will consider the main issues and make a review of another of our products. This is a Mono-Cultivator KU23. What and who is it necessary for? After all, there is a power tiller. We do not argue that the power tiller is a real aid in performing various works. It is a vehicle and a helper in the treatment of soil and sowing. It will also help to weed and harvest. But you probably noticed that because of its design or rather small clearance, at a certain point it becomes difficult to process the interrow. When plants, potatoes and vegetable crops have grown up enough, the power tiller will damage them. Another disadvantage is the size. You will need a trailer to transport the power tiller. Besides this, many owners of small plots and summer houses do not need such a powerful technique. You need a lightweight unit, convenient for transportations. So we see two problems. The first, dimensions of the power tiller do not allow you to process inter-row crops during intensive vegetation. The second, dimensions complicate transportation. Now it will be clear why we developed the Mono-Cultivator. Firstly, for intercropping. Its single-wheel design allows it to pass into most inter-row spaces. Secondly, to simplify the transportation. The collapsible design allows comfortable transportation in the boot of a passenger car. Such arguments are in favor of buying a Mono-Cultivator. We recommend the channel of Yuri Lebedynsky. He is the owner of our products and made an independent assessment of the Mono-Cultivator's work. And we move on to recommendations and consideration of additional equipment. We will talk about these topics. First, basic equipment of the Mono-Cultivator. Second, mandatory additional equipment. Third, assembly tips. Fourth, options for attachments and kits to expand the area of application. On the overall catalog photo of our site, the Mono-Cultivator is shown with the installed engine and the plane cutter. This is done for better perception of the product, but the price is given for the basic set of disassembled Mono-Cultivator, without engine and without additional implements. Mandatory additional equipment. In order to start using the Mono-Cultivator, it is necessary to equip it with an engine. For example, at the moment we offer a motor model Forte F210G. But over time the model and trademark may change. It is better to consult us to clarify the details of the model. Assembly tips. At this stage it is important to consider that the engine will require minor modifications. It will definitely be necessary to redesign the throttle control system. Connect the remote throttle control lever. In addition, it will be necessary to install a pulley on the engine shaft. Due to the manufacturing process, the pulley may need to be adjusted to the engine shaft. You will also need to redesign the muffler and change the direction of exhaust emission for comfortable operation. If you feel this may be a difficulty, we can offer to assemble the Mono-Cultivator and carry out all this work in a manufacturing environment. Options for additional equipment. During the development of the Mono-Cultivator, it became obvious that it would not be possible to make it cheap, so we focused on expanding its application. Let's have a look at the recommended implements. Adjustable arrow type tiller, for example the model with article PD2. With it, you can cut furrows for planting potatoes and then fill them in. It will then be used for perching. The KU5 plowing and loosening machine is the best option for cultivating row spacing after rain. It performs weeding and loosening, effectively destroys weeds, breaks the surface crust, provides moisture conservation. Also, if you want, the Mono-Cultivator can be fitted with a double hitch and a pair of implements. For instance, plowshares can be used. There are many variants of use. You can create your own configurations to suit your personal needs. Inter-row tiller. The width of the cutter without knives is 170 mm. With knives 250 mm. The depth of cultivation is 100 mm. Perhaps in the next video we will consider the process of installing the cutter on the motorized tiller. If you are interested in this topic, write about it in the comments. If you have any questions, write them in the comments. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your attention and see you on the Kruchkov channel.